Your view is fantastic.
Morning.
Oh, you can't see.
Like this addition I just put on the back of my house.
Yeah, I see it. Like it's all in a day's work, right?
That's right. Remarkable how easy it is.
It is. It's quite fascinating. Your work, your productivity is just amazing.
Thank you.
So it went down. It actually summary. It worked out well. I had actually how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 people join live, and they stuck with me through all this time. Had quite a few questions. It was very, very interesting in terms of actually being interact with people and seeing heads kind of nod.
Yeah.
I did forget to say a couple of sentences, nothing earth-shattering. I forgot to tell people that they have to realize that because they're business owner, this is an expense at the end of the year, even if they invest in themselves. But I did put it on the sales page. I did make a last minute change to the price of the program. Actually, I've lowered it so it's more palatable.
Yeah.
So now it's out there. 11:30 today, an email is going to come out with all of the details again to the people.
So what's your new price?
You're asking very difficult questions, Greg. Let's see. What is my new price? Comments. Oh wait, right. I think it's 2,500 for the VIP version and $1,000 for the self-directed one. $9.99 is a palatable. It's. I think it's a palatable thing.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what the.
You base that off of what Talia was charging for her thing.
I was basing it. Well, first of all, I saw what she was offering, and I was surprised that it was quite cheap. Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it was quite cheap.
Yeah.
So she's like $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah. The thing I didn't understand with her pricing was the $1,000 package.
Yeah.
And then the $2,000 package. It didn't seem like there should be more than double the value there.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem to me like that was the case at all.
No, I was actually surprised that at first I thought she was nonchalant. Like in the beginning, it was just, but then I thought like, no, this is actually disorganized. The content was great, but once you hear it once, it sort of doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah.
I mean, everything she said is still very valuable.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't quite understand, if you were to ask me right now, what is she selling?
Yeah. And
I didn't quite grasp it, unfortunately. So hold on, but what is she selling? I'm not being facetious.
Yeah. Well, she's selling a proven
funnel
method to build your funnel. It's the what did she call it? The income engine.
The income engine, yeah.
So her proven 4-step funnel process.
Yeah.
So you get all the templates, and she'll hold your hand basically through the whole process, help you with your copy, help you with your research. Anyway, if I wasn't already cash strapped and I had already shelled out huge money for other stuff, I'd be tempted to go on it.
Yeah, so she's doing exactly what I'm doing and what others are doing.
Yeah.
In terms of going through this, only she probably has a lot more proof. Her angle, though, is interesting because she's positioning herself as a conversion rate optimization expert.
Yeah.
So she is, I guess her approach is more from a look, let's make this work, which is great. I do believe that it's worthwhile.
Yeah. I just find one of her testimonial people I thought was interesting because like this person went from 2 clients to 6 clients, or something like that, and I thought, like, whoop-de-doo. Like, yeah, I know it's a 300% increase, but it just seemed like a fairly weak testimonial versus the over-the-top successful testimonials I've seen from other people.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. It's interesting that you had that reaction, because my reaction to that was, it's like, great, at least somebody's being honest about the testimonials, because it doesn't mean that you have to change the world. Who knows? Maybe that person sold a $5,000 program. Going from 2 to 6 is a massive leap forward.
Yeah.
It's actually very good to hear your perspective. So yeah, so everything was well. I received another testimonial, another written testimonial. Now I have 4 written and 2 video ones.
Nice.
And now I'm actually going to be doing 2 things. One, there's still a week of sales, and we have been told in the course multiple times that a lot of people buy at the very, very end, like last day.
Yeah.
So I have to wait and see how that plays out. I want to start putting together material for my membership site, because the process, and this is exactly what I said yesterday in the courses. I'm going to turn my course into what's called a SLO, self-liquidating offer. And I'm not sure why liquidating is the word that's used. Have you encountered this term?
No.
So self-liquidating offer is essentially an offer that you're going to be selling through ads for anywhere between from $9 to $147, like, or sorry, $197, depending on the offer. So that's the range. Most of them, and Jenna was kind to provide, like, she has a bunch of offers, and I've actually looked at one today where a lady is offering. She's offering. Let me tell you. I actually was again tempted to buy it. She's using Thrive Card. It's amazing how easily you can recognize. It's called the email closer. So she provides all of the templates and swipes for digital products, essentially fill in the gap. And I thought, why not buy it? Because you can resell that information going on, or be her affiliate. Sorry, doesn't matter. But the point is, you sell that $27 offer. I'm gonna price it at around $17 probably.
Yeah.
And that amount should be paying for the cost of your ads.
Right.
100%. If you make money on top, good for you. But then when you sell it, when people actually click to buy your offer, you obviously need to have an upsell and you need to have a downsell, because that's kind of the funnel it should be. What is the upsell? Now the upsell in my case is going to be into a membership site. Dude, it's snowing like crazy outside my window. What? And I woke up to beautiful sunshine.
Yeah, it looks sunny here.
Sunny there?
I think so. I don't see, well, I just see.
Sorry, I don't know if
gray skies. Yeah, I can't really see. It's too bright. Just blinded by, oh yeah, I see the snow blowing now.
Yeah. Crazy. It was bright and sunny. Okay, now the white balance is off completely.
It'll come back.
No. This is, yeah. Sorry. It's my milkshake. Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I can't wait till I make my lot of money and put a decent DSLR there. I'm more disappointed because everyone online says that this is the shit. This camera is that, like, this is, even Bruno, our favorite dude, he was like, Miguel was like, oh shit, sorry, I turned my camera off by accident. Video settings.
How much was that camera?
149, 179. So it's not.
Mine was $29.
Yeah, thanks, man.
The only thing with mine gets really hot. I don't know if yours feels warm to the touch, but
no, it actually doesn't.
So I'm worried I'm going to come in one day and it's going to be just a melted piece of plastic on top of my screen.
Oh, there we go. Finally. Anyway, so yeah, where was I? So yes, that product should pay for your ads. And then you need an upsell. And like I was saying, my upsell is going to be a membership site.
Yeah.
Now, when people join the membership site, I don't want to actually invest in another plugin because there's a big wishlist member is a great plugin for WordPress that manages subscribers. I don't want to do that right off the bat. I'm going to manage it in the Apprentice, so as if it's a course.
Yeah.
And there are going to be 3 different avenues. One is more of a business angle. One is a self-help angle, and there's going to be those master classes that talked about. So some of the stuff that you and I have done, I was thinking, I could expand that into a bigger version of setting everything up from scratch, setting up all of the businesses. You mentioned what you ran into with Instagram. Okay, great. Let's do that. Let's go through all of the steps and just post it. And then people, when they join, they already have this content to go through, and then they're going to be invited to once a month sessions.
Yeah.
So that's the upsell. And then they say, no, I don't not really fancy that. Okay, fine. Here's the downsell. And the downsell is going to be, I don't know, templates or something of that nature. That completes the funnel. That completes the first step of the funnel. Because as soon as that is done, imagine that they're going to go through the course, and I'm going to pare it down because I'm getting overwhelming feedback that, look, you either give more time or you trim the material.
Yeah.
And I'm leaning towards the second part because everyone loved the actual nailing a niche, and we're not that concerned. So I've taken 4 lessons out of that. Perfect. So my new course is going to be nail a niche in a week.
Yeah. Do you take those other modules out and like they become bonuses or standalone courses on their own?
Ooh. No, they're not going to be standalone courses because they're too theoretical, but they're definitely going to be. Oh, Jesus Christ, Greg, you're just high five.
And that's where you say, like, you also get, strategic thinking, which is a $200 value, and you get.
Oh, no, strategic thinking is already packaged. Man, Greg, thank you. I just deleted those lessons, but yeah, of course.
And don't delete them.
It's just yeah, absolutely. They're going to be extra bonuses. Look at this. I should give you access to all of this, by the way.
And even this is like, if you think about what Talia's offer was, although when I think about her offer, I don't know if her $2,000 offer is designed to actually sell the $2,000 offer, or if it's designed to push people into the $1,000 offer.
Yeah, that would be smart.
But you know what I mean? Like you just go, well, you could buy this, or if you buy this upsell, you get these 6 more bonuses, which includes blah, blah, whatever. And as you move along and you get more and more content, you just start adding, like my guy, I've got bonuses in my course that was produced like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, and this is the beauty of when you are producing stuff on ongoing basis.
Yeah,
that they easily become things that you can then package up and resell. Sorry, what I was going to show you is one, I simplified my homepage.
Yeah.
It just says Practical Academy, register, login, and become a member. That leads to the membership. And this leads to, I don't know where this leads to. I don't remember. And then it's just text about what I do.
Yeah.
That's it. But in here,
I noticed on your page too the other day, I was going to ask you about it. Is that, have I been saying your name wrong all this time?
What do you mean? Vadim.
Vadim?
How are you saying it?
I'm saying with a V, like a hard V. Vadim.
Versus?
Like in your little about me section there. Vadim.
Oh, is that how it's reading?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hear that as Vadim instead of a V. That's a V. I don't know. I was just like, don't tell me I've been calling him the wrong name all this time. Anyway.
No, so okay. This is me probably. Vadim. No. Ah, shit. So it should be a V?
A V, I think, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I had a good friend go through my website and actually wordsmith it, and she's brilliant. I mean, once you see people give you advice on copy, especially people who know English know English from a standpoint of writing, not just know English. It's quite amazing. But what I was going to show you is, oh man, did we bouncing around?
All my high school English teachers are rolling over in their grave knowing that I'm like writing as much as I'm writing now. I was a disaster in high school English.
Yeah, I was a disaster in high school Russian too. It was just terrible. So what I have now, this is the placeholder for the program. This is going to be the membership area. And when you go into the membership area, you will have a couple of practice enhancements. This is going to be the master classes, business mastery. This is going to be based on some of the business information, and there's going to be another one. So here, email list secrets, full lessons, courtesy of Unstoppable PLR.
I really like the look of this.
Huh?
I really like the look of this thing.
Yeah, so this is going to be parked, I think, for now. And yeah, remember the first course that I started with?
Yeah.
I'm using it as a bonus.
There you go.
Online Basics Strategic Thinking. This is an audio course. There's so many materials in there. So that's how I'm seeing it look. So now when they go through your funnel, when they go through that week of where's that? I haven't published yet. Nailing a niche in a week. But essentially, when they go through this, they finish the program and they are introduced to my email sequence, which is already written for this course. And that introduces them to the course. But the last lesson in nailing a niche in a week, guess what? It's the recording that I have from yesterday.
Nice.
So the question now I have is, if nobody buys this course, did I actually hit a nail on the head with what I think is the problem? Because from Jenna's perspective, it's from her guidance is, unless you have at least 5 people buy it, or better yet 10, you haven't actually proven anything. And what I'm also seeing is, although I have 89 people in the group, most of them are unengaged. In fact, the most engaged people in my group came from organic sources.
My guy did a course on the weekend, which I didn't watch because it was at 9:30 UK time, but I watched the replay the other day. And in it, he said to do an experiment, which was send anyone that's on your mailing list that hasn't engaged with you, send them an email, and the subject line is just quick question, and then the text. So I just did this morning for anyone who signed up for free interview simulator. So I subject line says quick question, and then the body of the email just says hi, their name. Are you still preparing for job interviews? That's it. And anyway, he told a story. He said I can't remember the context. If it was reading a book or he was on a course or something, but they basically said the premise, like, if we dropped you in a random city in the world, a random big city, could you make $10,000 from nothing? And he said he goes, I'm very confident I could. He goes, I love expensive watches, so I would just go to a watch company and propose to them that give me your email list of unengaged people and let me send one email to them and give me 10% of whatever sales come out of that. And he said, basically, he just sent an email saying, are you still interested in getting a nice watch? That's it. That's the starting point. Because what you'll have, the theory is, and he showed us how this worked out for him, is you get kind of, the first response is kind of like a yes, I am. And that's it, like a very short answer, because the person's testing to see, is this a real person emailing me or is this a bot? And then you respond again and you just kind of inch them along. But it's a good way of, and I mean, I just did the experiment myself this morning, so we'll see if anything comes out of it. But you have all these unengaged people.
Yep.
It may be an experiment worth trying on your end. That are you still interested?
Yeah, I'm
still interested in nailing your niche?
Are you still wondering what your niche should be?
Yeah, exactly. And he said that the beauty of it is you have to use real language. Don't use any marketing bullshit. It's just, if you were standing in line behind somebody at Starbucks or talking to somebody at the pub or whatever. So what you just said is better than what I said, because I was using the flowery language of the course, and you just, whatever, I don't remember exactly what you just said, but you have to say
looking for a niche.
Yeah, in a plain.
Still interested to know what you need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the next step out of that?
I'll go through and I'll send you a little recap of the.
It'll be interesting. No, those like this is gold, man. This is like that. These small things are amazing. Like you listen to Jenny and you understand, because she's taken I think all of the master classes from these guys, like the programs that cost in thousands of dollars, and she's been doing this. And I see her videos, and I'm going into her programs because I have access to many programs.
Yeah.
And I actually, let me finish one thought. So she knows personally people like Amy Porterfield. Mm-hmm. She's the B school, right? Oh, Marie Forleo. Like those names. Marie Forleo's B school, I think.
Okay, yeah.
No, I know. Sorry. Marie Forleo is the copywriting expert. Hold on, I'm getting them confused. Those two women are amazing.
Yeah.
But Amy Porterfield is online marketing expert. Yes. So she has she's like, Amy Porterfield is course creation, how to be perfect. And I think she's talking about how to build and learn with my tools. That's fantastic. So if this is Amy, then Marie Forleo, American entrepreneur. Marie Forleo, she is, oh my God, like her website is just freaking amazing. You know that this is not something that you create on just, it's built on WordPress, but it's just so professional. Yeah, like she's got pictures of her with Oprah hugging.
Yeah.
Ariana Huffington is sitting next to her. Yeah, Richard Branson just like, yeah. Like, so Tony Robbins, oh, God damn it.
Yeah. This came up in my course where somebody was asking, saying, yeah, that's all well and good for you, Jamie, but like, you're a famous coach, best-selling author, yada yada. And he's like, yeah, but he goes, I'm trying to build a movement. I like, for the business I'm in, this is what you need to be. For the business you guys are in, you don't need to be me. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to be hugging Oprah or whatever. So it's anyway, it was quite refreshing.
Well, it's so the point being, so Jenna's been through those courses, and when you listen to her, she obviously has picked up a lot of analogies, things that resonate really well. So when you listen to her, I know why people get engaged, because I haven't mastered that kind of language, but one of her expressions is, so your course should be designed to, and forget the language like convert or generate leads. Fuck it. Your course is supposed to bring you money, because at the end of the day, you're a person, you have a family, you have responsibility, and you need to, for lack of a better term, put food on the table. Yeah. If it's not bringing you money, then you have a very expensive hobby, and call it what it is. And if you're not ready to change that really expensive hobby into a business, this course is not for you. And when you listen to that, it's kind of like, yeah, Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
So, but I have a question for you. What would be a good? I'm inspired. Really, I'm inspired by my lack of success for now. I mean, wait a week, and I'm going to have a bunch of sales. But the way BetaLauncher was taught. So I'm looking at her older course.
Yeah.
One, she never bothered at that time with like fancy backdrops like you have. She was filming it in her bedroom.
Yeah.
Behind her is a bed. There's a closet. It's nice and tiny, but it's a bedroom. It's like not. And that to me is so encouraging because it's like strip everything away.
Yeah.
Are you getting the value that you're getting? Yeah, you are. I mean, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
But then she was teaching a way of BetaLauncher that is condensed to pretty much 2 weeks. And what she was teaching, and I actually gravitate towards that more than the expanded version, is because she was saying, like, look, you have an idea. Wonderful. Find beta testers, and you do that by understanding what people are actually trying to solve. Then you run ads, and you invite people organically if you can get them. And then you do all of your lessons live. Just like I was doing the pitch yesterday. Like you have your presentation and you walk through it live. And then people are asking you questions and you answer them. Yeah. And once you do that, you will understand based on the questions that people answer, have you missed anything? Did you not cover something? Yeah. Then you go back and revise it. And you do it for just a week. And you have 3 training sessions or 4 training sessions. So it's a very intensive week. Yeah. You take people for the ride, and then because you are engaging with them live, this is not them doing it on their own time. Yeah. They see you all the time. They have to interact with you. This is why yesterday was so amazing, is because people were actually asking questions. Yeah. And it's like, wow, that's fantastic. Okay, great. Then you ask them for testimonials. And because they've already engaged with you, they're so much more inclined to give you testimonials. Because it's a week, it's a much more condensed period of time to get through this stuff. Yeah. And you don't have to generate like a ton of material like I have and pre-recorded and all of that stuff. You're just doing it live. Yeah. You get testimonials like this, and then and you're being upfront with people. You're saying that this is the first part of a bigger program. And if you're interested in the bigger program, join my wait list. This is what I have not done, because this is this thing that they left out. Point being, at the end of the first week, and this is just a week of your time, you already have done a full-blown market test. Yeah. And you already know whether this is a great idea, so-so idea, or just a garbage idea. If it's a great idea and people decided to go and buy your bigger program that you haven't even done yet, you contemplated, but you haven't even done yet, all the power to you. Go ahead. People haven't done that. People haven't given you a vote of confidence with their dollars. You're not onto something. Yeah. That means that you can try multiple different things very rapidly, which brings me to my next point. My idea about analysts and helping people coach. Yeah. I don't necessarily know if people are willing to invest in themselves, but maybe $300 or $400 based on ads and a week's worth of time can give me the answer. Yeah. Sorry, just wisdom streaming from me. I'm channeling it from all of the masters. So when I made zero. Yeah. But I have to say, clarity. I do have clarity about. I get how the process works. Yeah. I get how the system works, and this lady who's selling email swipes, she's doing the same thing. Yeah. And I have way more respect, and I'm actually more interested in sitting through the presentations like yesterday's Talia presentation, just to see what they're doing and what buttons they're pressing.
Yeah. Did you check out her sales page?
I know I did not.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah. It's when I watched her presentation, I got the impression that like your sales page is going to be fairly limited. But her sales page is quite extensive. Like you scroll down, and scroll, and keep scrolling and keep scrolling.
Yeah, it's a long one, eh?
It's long, but I mean, with her and even like she had, I think I had something like 50 slides from her presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when I did Amy Porterfield's free webinar, it's like 100 slides. I don't know, like there's a lot there. I mean, some of the slides are fluffy kind of title slides, but I don't know, like there's like my plan, next week or the week after, I know somewhere in the short term is just try and take what I learned just from that free thing yesterday, rebuild my funnel and take what I learned from you on Facebook ads, like integrate the whole thing.
Oh, I promised you copy. And keep me honest, because I have 2 versions that you can use.
Yeah. Oh, you already did the editing?
Sorry. No. Sorry. I meant copy as in text for
I see.
ad.
I see. Yeah.
No, I haven't done the editing.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, yesterday was an interesting day for me as well, because I had my my coaching call at 1 o'clock.
1-on-1?
No, this was the group laser coaching. But what was interesting this time was like more so at the end of the call. So he had, I think, 3 people scheduled for the call. And the first person was on a train and they were listening to the call, but they couldn't engage in the call. So he's been, deferred to next week. So they went through the next person and then the next person. They were good sessions in their own right. And then they got to the end of those 2 people, and then they moved into the people for next week. And the first lady said, "Oh, I'm not, I thought I was next week, so I'm not really ready." And he goes, "Okay, do you want to wait till next week?" And she's like, "Yeah." So they go to the next lady. Well, it just so happens that lady had just signed her divorce papers yesterday, like the final papers. So she had a lot to deal with. And it was amazing to watch, and like just the relief at the end of her session that she had. But the observation I made afterwards, and I posted it in the group, was that she really got what she needed on that particular day. But B, all the things that had to fall into place for her to actually have that coaching session yesterday versus next week. It's kind of remarkable to me that if the guy wasn't on the train, and if the other lady hadn't deferred and whatever, she would have been waiting until next week, and she would have spent a whole week carrying around the weight of her circumstances around with her. So I thought it was one of these things that was kind of like, not to be too hokey, but like it was as close to like divine intervention and experiences that I've had in a long time, where it was like it was meant to happen. Things all fell into place. Anyway, it was just a kind of mind-blowing experience I had with that yesterday.
I have a feeling that you're going to be an amazing coach, like a really amazing coach, because as you were telling that story, and then the summary that you provided, it didn't click. Like that observation didn't immediately click for me. So the observant nature of how you were perceiving it is amazing. Nothing short of amazing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's well, I mean, I know from like my obsession with the 7 habits previously, like habit 5 is the habit of listening, seek first to understand, then to be understood. And it's also the thing that most of us have never really had extensive training on, is listening.
Yep.
This whole course is about listening, like connecting with people by listening. Like, and it relates back to things we were talking about on your course, is people will buy the course if they believe that you get their world.
Yes.
So I think the niche thing really resonated with people because it connected with exactly the problem that they're having, right? Whereas the other stuff, I mean, yes, they're having all those problems and it's information they need to have, but nobody's thinking of like, man, what I need better strategic thinking. That's gonna like nobody thinks like that, right?
It's fair. That's absolutely fair. And
anyway, and then about half an hour after that call ended, I had my interview with Reynolds, who's the artist that used to work at Air Miles.
Yep.
For the filling the experience gap, and that was amazing too. I mean, I'm not amazing, but he is, and I don't know, just all this information about the art industry and stuff that I never would have contemplated. Like my entrepreneurial brain was like just on overdrive going, oh my God, like that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity.
Tell me. I'm going to shamelessly steal it. Beat you to the punch.
Well, I mean, he was talking about like one of the things I ask, as you know, is about things that innovation that's happened because of COVID.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of the things he talked about is he's organized a weekly call for live drawing where they're drawing live artists. Presumably, he didn't say nude, but I'm assuming they're like, you know, models. And the way it used to work is you'd have to pay for a model to come to a studio, and they'd sit there for a couple hours while people drew them, and that was it. Now they're doing it online. And he said you've got artists from like Spain and Europe and like all over the world attending these sessions. Anyway,
I can see so many privacy holes in this one.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that particular thing, but just the concept of art class. And then he also does things with he does classes for ages from 4 years up to 100, he says. But, you know, I'm thinking like even this, you know, from a corporate perspective, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I told him, I asked him if because I've had the conversation with him before about, does he want to partner to do some courses? Like he has the content for courses. I can package it up and sell it on my site and we'll share the revenue.
Yep.
Well, he's interested. It's just a matter. So I was asking him yesterday, like, do you have anything recorded, like anything that you've done live? Because I said that what I'm learning is like, it doesn't need to be any more than that. Like if you're doing a live training, let's just record it. And then I can edit it. And then if there's privacy issues, like I got to like blur people out or cut them out entirely or whatever it is, that's fine. That can all be done easily. Yeah. But I said, like, if you have anything, just send it to me and I can start playing around with it and give you something to look at and we can see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's just, again, all kinds of different angles, and then I was thinking like one of the cool experiences I had at Air Miles when we did our QBR at the art gallery. I don't know if you were at that one.
Oh yes, AGO, yes.
Yeah. Well, so there was a couple different things. One was like a scavenger hunt or whatever, but one was to go do this painting thing. So I did the painting, and it was interesting we all had to paint a tile, and then they all got assembled to make one big picture. But it's like, you know, if you think about today, work from home and stuff, there's not a lot of this. There's none of these kind of collaborative things. But like, could you get companies to pay for an art class just to give people something different to do? Yeah, it's another Zoom meeting, but it's like, you know, it's just something else. Team building, like he's got this angle where he wants to work with corporations to get people that are very analytical and business savvy people to tap into their creative potential. So it's like the left brain, right brain kind of thing.
Yep.
And anyway, like I said, I just had like a million ideas after talking to him about stuff.
It's you know what, it's interesting that I get the same feeling when I talk to my friend Alex, who's also an entrepreneur, always has been, despite spending 15 plus year in corporate finance.
Yeah.
But he's an entrepreneur. And every time I talk to him, it's like, oh my God, that this is what you're doing and this is what can be done. There's one nuance that has to be tackled, and maybe that's what I need to focus on, but I don't have enough experience in it, is how do you get people to that? So you're saying corporations, okay, it's a great idea. There's nothing, there's an admin can buy, what are they called? Not drawing boards. What do you paint on? Easel, no,
Canvas.
not easel. Huh?
A canvas.
Canvas, thank you.
Yeah.
You don't need an easel. You can use your desk. So you buy canvases and you ship them out to people's addresses.
Yeah.
Can be done? Absolutely. In this day and age, anything can be done.
Yeah.
A little set of paints from IKEA, done. That's not a problem. My son uses them all the time. Yeah. And then and it's an exciting experience.
Yeah.
It's an exciting experience because you can watch your screen and you can paint.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that. You have a glass of wine and it's a party, man.
Yeah.
Question is how do you get to the people or in front of people who are thinking about that? So the office admins.
Yeah. And
I'm thinking LinkedIn ads.
Yeah.
Because you target them at the people with that designation. Executive assistant, office manager. But see, if that works, sorry, not if, but when that works, we have to be able to be ready to execute. So this is the notion. What I'm landing on is there are a plethora of ideas, and some of the ideas, what I've learned is your idea does not have to be big. In fact, most of the time it won't be big, and it doesn't have to be big. Smaller things, bite-sized type information drive just as much impact as something that's big and grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the ads, it's the promotion, it's the marketing, it's getting to the consumer. Yeah. If we're talking business speak is what matters. Yeah. Because I think you have a lot to offer, but let's get you in front of people who are willing to take and test your course and then provide you feedback. It's like, Greg, you're monotonous and your videos are crap because they use feel insincere. Like, for example, let me point it to you. When you record your videos, they're staged.
Yeah.
When you talk like this, you're natural.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah. I don't know.
So that's why I'm saying I think you'd be a great coach because when you talk to one-on-one, first of all, you listen really well because everyone knows I speak a lot. You can just look at the soundtrack. Sorry, the losing my words here, not the oscillator.
The wave.
Yeah, the wave. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna be running my ads again. So I need to rethink some of those ideas. I actually liked your idea about packaging those as a bonus to this course because, damn, I've got so much content right now that I need to start playing with it.
Yeah. And do you have with your full course?
Mm-hmm.
Is there, do you still do office hours and stuff like that? Or
depending on how people buy. If they buy the VIP, then there is, one-on-one coaching and the group coaching.
Yeah.
One-on-one, there's 3 times during the 90 days of the course, and group coaching is weekly.
Okay.
And if they buy the self-directed, then it's just the lessons that they watch.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I'll send you that that sequence of events for that email thing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send out the note right now.
We were gonna do coaching yesterday, but we deferred it because of Talia's thing. You want to reschedule that?
When can we do it? Tomorrow?
Yeah, we could do it tomorrow.
Let's do tomorrow.
All right, right after this call.
Yeah, right after this call.
Excellent.
Anyway, this is an inspiring day. We just need to get out there. It's it costs money to learn, but it's definitely is putting things into. This is why you still need to focus on one thing, and you need to be selling one thing because it's too difficult to chase so many rabbits.
Yeah.
To the point of being.
But it's like the one thing that came across to me when you were showing your screen with your page and your checkouts or all the
courses?
the courses and stuff. It's like, I know you haven't sold anything yet, and you will, but like 4 months ago, none of that even existed.
Didn't even know how to do that for us.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty amazing progress.
But so is yours. Like, I mean, if anyone looks up Greg Fisher, the coach, yeah, they're going to be confused why you're talking about real estate, but all of the everything to do with leadership and interviewing, that fits perfectly into coaching.
Yeah.
Kind of that's the oddball out.
I was listening to a thing last night on the Miguel's app Voice, and I forget the guy's name, but he's got a book called The Dip.
Mm-hmm.
And
I heard about that.
The basic premise was like, if you look at Amazon,
mm-hmm.
you know, they went through all these years of not making money, and then they came out of the dip and they're wildly successful.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, you know, the difference between recognizing if you're in a dip, which is kind of like on the cusp of making it, or if you're stuck in a cul-de-sac or a dead end.
That's the thing that Natalia was talking about.
And should you quit?
Right?
I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell from her thing, but
well, she was showing that chart. Was it not her?
I might have been off the call by then. I don't know.
Maybe I'm mixing it up with somebody else. Because I'm watching so many different things.
Yeah.
But that resonates with me. Somebody else was talking about the fact that first you kind of go. Oh, I even had that in my deck yesterday about the fact that you first go up and you feel so empowered, and then you kind of slow down and you think that everything's going, and then you go through a slump.
Yeah.
And a lot of people quit in the slump.
Yeah.
Because they think that that's it. They're done. Only never to find out that you actually come out of that slump, because you have to go through that. It's unavoidable. You can't build a bridge, essentially. It's if you don't go through the slump, you don't know why you're going to be successful.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, we need to wrap this up. We're at 48 minutes. This has been
gold, Jerry. It's gold.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how watching some of the episodes with the low energy, it's because this is daily. It's interesting how it oscillates.
Yeah. All right, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, my friend. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.